What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fanboy Talks, where we talk about everything fanboys care about. My name is Vaughn.
And my name is Chase.
And today we're going to be talking about what exactly we want from Destiny 2 that's going to keep us in this universe. We both are, pretty big fans of Destiny overall, but for right now, we are just going to talk about, there was a trailer that came out today, which is, I think it's a pretty good trailer. I think it definitely, I guess I was right, but I don't know. The Cabal did attack the first city. It has fallen. It's a lot about the Cabal.
And that's why we don't get our gears, because they destroyed everything.
Yeah, they briefly explain why you cannot transfer your gear and everything, and it's because they destroy all the loot. And that's
Apparently
why...
that destroys your levels as well. But...
Yeah, not 100% sure. The game, Destiny 2, is confirmed on PC, so you guys can pick it up on PC. It's also on PS4 and Xbox One. Gameplay reveal is gonna come on May 18th. For all those who didn't really, aren't really engrossed in the story, you just want to know about the gameplay.
I literally don't care. I just want to see the gameplay. Yeah,
I'm more of the cinematic storytelling guy, and I definitely was I was really happy with this. I hope they have more cinematic storytelling in Destiny 2. For right now, they have collector's editions of Destiny 2 up for pre-order. They're $250. They come with basically
That's
the
ridiculous.
Game expansion pass, a bag, steel case, and some other stuff. Yeah, that's just, I would never pay $250 for that in my life.
I'll just buy an Xbox One with that.
Yeah, there's, literally no reason to. There's going to be 2 expansion passes coming, just like the original Destiny. The release date is confirmed. It's going to release on September 8th, and there will be more exclusive PlayStation content, so all the, exclusive exotics and exclusive maps and stuff.
There weren't many, were there?
There actually was. There was a lot.
I pretty much just remember...
Hawkmoon was one, but there was quite a few others.
But Hawkmoon was definitely my go-to for PvP.
I know, it was very good. And there's going to be a lot of different editions. There's the Digital Deluxe, the Limited, the Standard, all sorts of different ones.
All coming with various different things. And
yeah, the Digital Deluxe gives you the game and the Season Pass, but for $10 more, you can just get the Limited Edition one, where you get all the cool, additional stuff, which is what I'm definitely going to get if we have any left when I go to work tomorrow. But, I'm super stoked for Destiny 2. I think it looks really good. They have a lot of differing enemy types that it seems like it's coming up from the Cabal. They have the weird dog things. They have the gigantic juggernauts that was swinging some big ass cleavers and stuff. It looks really cool. I'm really, really excited to see the additions for each one of these. It means they're bringing in new enemy types. But what exactly do we really want from Destiny 2 that's going to keep us in this world? It's going to keep us going. What do you want, Chase? Because you had some pretty big topics that you wanted to bring up.
The number one thing I want is, okay, we cannot bring our gear from the first one. That makes sense. I'm all for that. But what they should bring is a style tab. Something that I can keep the styles from the first game and then collect more from the new game or whatever. But I want to be able to choose my styles, because my favorite gear was the Crota gear, the Titan Crota gear. It was my favorite gear, but it wasn't the best, so I didn't get to wear it.
Yeah.
And so that's my main thing, is I want to be able to wear the coolest gear I own, not the best gear I own.
Yeah, now with the Age of Triumph, they've actually revamped the other raids to where you can get the early raid gear and actually, it works. But that's kind of annoying for, year 1 players, is that, oh, you got all this awesome gear and everything, now you have to get it again, because it's Age of Triumph, that's kind of annoying.
But the thing about it is, it's not gonna change anything. It's just, a cover.
Yeah, no, I would definitely love to have a style tab. I would really, really enjoy it. I wouldn't be too pissed off if they didn't include stuff from the first game. I'd understand why, but if they don't include some sort of style option, I would be kind of annoyed. I think they could definitely bring a lot more customization options into Destiny 2 that would make it a lot better and a lot more accessible.
And another thing I want is 100% different exotics.
Oh yeah,
I want no returning same ones, not one.
I don't know if I would. I wouldn't mind having
if you're not going to let me keep it, I don't want any of them in the game.
That's very true, yeah. I want some new exotics. I'd really enjoy to see some new exotics. I want to see Bungie be really creative with Destiny 2 and make some cool new guns. I do not want another Galahorn. To be honest, I don't want a universal, like, fucking...
The best weapon.
Just a reset button of Gjallarhorn.
Okay, see, here's my problem with that, and this is 100% a personal problem, is I had Gjallarhorn before a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
I wasn't the earliest person to get it, but I had it for a while it was still at its prime, and that was a problem. Once they figured out Gjallarhorn was one of the best weapons... They should have nerfed it a little bit, taken the damage down, did something to where it's not the best weapon.
You couldn't just spam it in every raid and been good.
And see, but the problem was, I got personally attached to Gjallarhorn because I had it for a long time
everyone did.
While it was good. And so when they nerfed it, it was like, okay, well this sucks. I loved that weapon. If they would have not waited a year to nerf it...
Yeah, if you didn't really form an attachment to this
gun. If I didn't have that gun for 6 months and form an attachment with it, just how good it was, I would have been fine with it not being as good, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to see a universally best weapon.
Yeah, I want to see, like, I don't want universally, like, really good weapons. Yeah, I want to see some diversity. I want to see people really creating classes that they want to play, like, creating characters that are theirs and not just... Basically what I want is what they said Destiny was going to originally be. I want it to be something where, like, you get something exclusively, you find something really cool, you keep it with you, and then you can, like, tell other people how you got it, and they really, like, go out, they try to find it, they look for it. I want to see some really big, like, RPG elements in this, because I want this to be a really big, like, RPG first-person shooter. Like, I think Destiny could be amazing. I love the world that it's in. I love the story that's told in it. I just really want a little bit more of that world building. Like, I want to see a little bit more. From story-wise, I want to know more about the stranger. Like, the mysterious stranger, the exo that speaks to you when you're doing, like, the original Black Garden quest. I want to know more about her. Because they made it seem like she was a big deal and then never said anything about her again.
It's a long play.
With the exception of the Grimoire cards.
It's a long play.
Oh, I know. That's like... They were like, oh yeah, she's going to show up way, way, way later. And I want more lore. I want them to expand a little bit more. And I definitely think they can. Because now it seems like they're taking a lot of it out of... basically coming out of their comfort zone. They no longer have the tower. They no longer have a lot of stuff to fall back on. So I definitely think this is when they can be creative and, like, storytelling wise and just, like, world building. This is where they can be creative, and if they don't, it's going to piss me off.
And one thing I want to see that's totally different is the classes themselves.
Yeah, I would like to see some variation on classes.
Or something I would really like to see is you have all the classes, you know, let's stick with the Titan because that's the one I played. So you have the Solar,
Solar Void
Arc, and then Void. I want to be able to have, like, a rune, an exotic rune for your Titan class that's, like, let's say, an exotic Solar rune that I can put into my Arc class and make that Solar. You know?
Yeah, so you could...
Because let's say I wanted to...
So you did your, like, Fist of Havoc, but it's a solar ability.
But it's like fire instead of arc. See, that's something cool that I think could be added.
Yeah, it's like a cool customization option.
Yeah, so not everyone's running the same hammer.
I think the easiest way to really change up characters that they could do, and honestly it wouldn't take that much, is really invest in skill trees. That's what a lot of different MMOs do, and I think that they could bring that into Destiny, and it would be amazing, is really flesh out skill trees. And have it to where you choose, like, specific paths you want to play on and make a class play a certain way, versus how it is now, it's basically like every class kind of plays the same way. Well, it's because just whether or not you're good with it.
In the class trees, like the Titan or the Hunter, there are the best, like, talents you can get.
Yeah, you basically choose not, like, specific ones because they're good.
They tried to make it to where it was like, okay, I want my Titan to be really tanky, so I'll put these things into my, like, some of the attributes, upgraded health, at a cost of, like, your ability to run fast. And they did okay, but it was like, that wasn't a big enough change.
Yeah, it didn't
So I guess what I'm saying is I really would
enough.
like to see more of a role.
Yeah, I would love to have an actual roll system, because that's how they initially explained it.
Yeah, when the game came out, the Titan was supposed to be, the big guy that can take a lot of shots.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a tank.
Well, I mean, he can technically take more shots, but it's not a big comparison. If he's the tank, I want to be able to be a bullet sponge, essentially.
Yeah, you want to be the tank.
At maybe a lack of damage.
Other MMOs.
My gun might do, let's say, 20% less damage than everyone else. If we had the same exact gun, my gun would do 20% less damage, but I can take 40% more bullets or something.
Yeah.
I would like to see a real roll, and I guess you could have if you built it that way and you had a whole bunch of friends, but really it was everyone's a DPS.
Yeah, basically how the original Destiny was, everyone was a DPS, and like some people use supers in different ways. That was the main differences in ways people chose classes, was that you chose to use your super in a different way. Like, I specifically used the Celestial Nighthawk as an exotic, which I feel like they definitely should keep exotics in kind of the same vein that they are now, because they really add on to a class. Like, if you choose specific exotics, you know how you're gonna play that class. But I think they need to basically just add a little bit more to the class system to really make classes differ, because at the moment basically everyone plays these classes the exact same.
And one thing I would love for them to do is I know it's going to be difficult, but I want all weapon types to be on essentially the same level.
Oh, so it's not like hand cannons dominate everything.
Yeah, and I know that towards the end of
don't
Destiny,
do anything.
They tried to fix that, but essentially the whole time I played Destiny, if you wanted to use an assault rifle, it's like, I'll have fun.
Yeah, you basically weren't going to get anything done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely believe that, and you would have to have... I definitely think they should eliminate some of the aspects of the gun, like really high impact guns, kind of a thing. Like,
well, high impact should shoot slow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the big
kind of the thing. But I
want to see a little bit more gun diversity.
The fact that the assault rifles all essentially shot really fast means their impact is bad, and a lot of the time that's not good.
Honestly,
like, you would rather shoot slower to impact harder. You
want to know something that I really, really want to see that's not really, like, it's not a big change, it's a little change that I'd really like to see. Like how in Halo 1 versus Halo 2, which both Bungie made, Halo 2 you could dual wield weapons. I think that would be really, really cool to see in Destiny 2. I know it's not, like, that's just something that I think is cool. They don't have to add it. But the rest of these things that we're talking about, these are things that really need to change. They need to change up the formula of Destiny, and it'll make it a little bit more accessible to everyone. I know that's, like, kind of something that a lot of people aren't looking for, but I'm not talking about making this, like, accessible to a mainstream audience, because it already is. I'm talking about just expanding it a little bit more to keep people
grinding.
Yeah, to keep people there.
And I'm telling you right now,
they want to get new gear.
The style tab.
Yeah, the style tab would be amazing.
And then make it to where certain enemies drop certain styles, so you have to grind that enemy for
I would
the style.
really, really like that. That would be amazing. You're
they did that a little bit.
The Vex aesthetic, so you just kill a shitload of Vex.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That would be great.
That would be amazing. Also, I would like a little bit more of the ornaments. Because I put a new ornament on my Monte Carlo. It's cool, it changed the color, but I would like to actually have a physical ornament. But that's just me.
Style, man.
Yeah, exactly, style. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you click that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe for all of our upcoming content. We post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And make sure you share this video. Leave a comment down below. Letting us know how we're doing. What you guys want out of Destiny 2. That's about it for us today. I hope you guys check out our other videos. We are always this awkward and always this awesome. So I hope you guys have a great one.